Well, good morning, friends. This is Bob Ferguson. I'm in my positive intelligence coach mode this morning, and I have Danny Standley with me. Danny has become a great friend. He's also going through the positive intelligence program with me. He has quite a background, one that allows him to really appreciate the value of positive intelligence. So, Danny, thanks for being with me today.
Heck yeah, Bob. Thanks for having me.
So, tell us a little bit about your background and your ability to appreciate kind of the fine points of positive intelligence is really based on that background of working with people. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, my background ever since I'm 37 now, but ever since I was 14, I think I've been working some way around hospitality, and so restaurants and many other jobs, but always working with people close by. And um, through that, I've grown businesses, I've grown a homestead, I've grown a family, and you always run into saboteurs as we do throughout life. But yeah, I've grown a couple of businesses, and very recently I moved to Southeast Iowa to start a homestead with my wife and three kids. And um, yeah, and then that's kind of where I met Bob and started getting introduced to positive intelligence, and then also starting a new career for myself, which is a little bit more on just helping people with business strategy and consulting and a cultural concierge, if you will, how to deal with people and how to get the best out of the people around you.
You know what you're talking about there. You helped grow Big Grove Brewery. Anyone in this area of Iowa knows about that. I think you grew from 30 employees to 400, over 400 under your tutelage. So, what did you discover about culture and how important it is when you were doing that job?
Um, it was something that came naturally to me, but I didn't realize it was such a strong pillar of business. So as we continued to grow, I would mostly try to give myself over to others and make everyone happy, which ultimately made no one happy. And once
Uh-huh.
I found out that you could start, what people really wanted was kind of direction and guidance, and clear vision and transparency. And not everybody just wanted to be patted on the back and told that they're doing a good job when they're not. That ultimately led to a lot of negative reactions or, you know, consequences of the business, of people's employment, of everything that was happening in the culture itself. So once we started or once I started grabbing the reins on how to create a great culture, all of a sudden everybody was moving in the right direction. Everybody knew what they were doing, and they felt a lot better about it gave everyone much more purpose and clarity. There was no anxiety of, am I doing the right thing? Because everybody already knew that, yep, this is what I'm supposed to do and this is where I'm going. So um, with that clarity, for everyone and myself, it became something I really grasped onto. And I just saw how happy it made people, um, to either move on or to stay and do what.
Right, right. So the external environment, of what you're talking about definitely makes a difference in whether we're happy or not. And then when I introduced you to positive intelligence, you said, well, maybe this is a whole other tool. So let's talk about positive intelligence relative to your experience. You've already had the experience of people feeling much better and much more aligned and much happier and all that. What would positive intelligence add to that particular mix?
Probably wouldn't think of this from the outside looking in without doing it, but it actually puts your foot to the gas pedal on moving things forward, because you start to realize the things that are not quite happening as they're supposed to, because you're kind of stuck in your own head and you're getting distracted with a lot of things. And the second that you kind of step back and you allow your mind to be open and clear and recognize where you're going to go take the wrong turn, all of a sudden you're taking 2 minutes that save you 3 weeks of your life of dealing with some bad situations. And those are the biggest moments for me.
So if you were going to tell a business person or any person why they might want to be involved with positive intelligence, what would you tell them?
I would say that your anxiety is going to go down immensely. And I would say that your problem solving skills are just going to skyrocket. You're going to start seeing the world a different way. Um, that's very squishy. So if I were to just like put it on paper, maybe I would say something like, think about everything that you tried to get done last quarter that you did not get done. Um, you will have a clear vision of how to get them done, and you will either decide to do them or you will decide to take them off your plate, and you will move forward from there. But you will be in a better spot each quarter. You will not look back on the last quarter and say, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. You will
Oh,
continue to just keep moving forward.
that's beautiful, Danny. Thank you very much for being with me today. I think that's going to be very helpful to people.
Yeah, certainly.